Double.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Appreciate you. Man, I'm getting slapped around badly today. It's I'm not really sure what to say, but this should be fascinating. I've never had a magician on the show before.
Yeah, you have.
I have?
Mark the Magician.
That guy, he magically makes my money disappear. What a spaz. Anyway, Michael Wilkinson, he is a magician. He's from Sherwood, is this correct, or from Little Rock?
Yes, yeah, I live in Sherwood.
And he's got with him a guy who's filming him. His name's Robbie Cloutier. He's the Arkansas Kid.
Yeah. Yeah, in the poker world, Robbie is known as the Arkansas
When
Kid.
Robbie says, and I'll let you speak for him since he's busily recording you. Okay. When Robbie says he's the Arkansas Kid in the poker world, what poker world? I mean, does he play out in Vegas? Is he in the World Series?
No, there's a group of about 11 guys.
Just here in Little Rock?
Yeah.
And he's the Arkansas Kid?
He's the Arkansas Kid.
Is there a Texas Kid?
No.
No?
No.
What, did the other ones even have names?
No, Robbie's the only one that named himself.
Okay, well, self-naming is, it's not acceptable, Robbie. But anyway, the Arkansas Kid, that's fine. Michael, talk to me about your career, what you do, how you got started, and give me some background.
Well, I do illusions and I do mentalism, and actually, I've got a mentalism show coming up tomorrow night and Saturday night at the Argenta Coffee Company,
all right,
in North Little Rock, and basically, what a mentalist does. I use all 5 of my senses to make it appear that I have a sixth sense. I mean, there's a trick to everything that I do, but I pick up on things that people are, by their body language, things that they're doing, things that they're saying, and I use that as tools to try to make something amazing happen.
What are you reading from me right now?
What is that? we can't say that on the air.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm sorry to interrupt, Michael. Go ahead.
I came in a week
what's
ago,
going on here?
And
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Michael.
We got a guest that walked in.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wants to watch. She's interested here.
Okay. Well, I came in a week ago, and actually, we videotaped this. I've got the video's been posted on my website. That's WilkinsonMagic.com. You can go there and see the video now, where Joe Franklin. Joe, I came into the station.
Right.
I had a piece of paper that had something written on it, but I had it covered up where you could not see what was written on it.
Right.
And then
the only thing I saw was I signed it. I had my signature, and that's the only thing I saw.
Right,
That's
and we
your
took that signed
again.
piece of paper.
Right.
I'd written something on it, but he took that signed piece of paper, and I had folded up, put it in an envelope, and we sealed it up in an envelope.
Right.
Which it stayed here at the station the whole time, right? I left the station, it was here, that was last Thursday, September the 14th.
Right.
Now, this morning I came in, you had the envelope with you. To make sure there's no way I could make a switch of any kind, we sealed it up in another envelope, put this duct tape on. There we go. But we've got this sealed up, what I wrote down a week ago. And, Joe, you put this in this envelope, right?
Yes,
okay,
I did.
Now I want you to take that out. Now, that is your envelope.
That's the same one. It had a coffee stain there in the corner.
Okay. Well, that's mine.
Okay. So that's the same envelope. And I want you to open that up. And first of all, tell us if
now,
that's
Joe wrote this down, right?
Well, Joe, I wrote something down, and we sealed it in that envelope
all right.
Joe.
Okay.
And, Joe, I want you to take that paper out and make sure that's your signature.
Looks like the same paper.
Okay. And
yeah, that's my signature.
Now, I've written something. What I've got here, and the listeners at home can take a look at their newspaper. I have today's Democrat Gazette, dated September 21st, 2006.
Right.
And I want you to read what that piece of paper says.
Wow. It's the same exact line that's in the paper. The same headline. Inflation, heedful Fed holds line on key rate. And
well, and there's something else written on there, too.
Yeah.
If you look at the sports page, Wally Hall has a column today. And let's take a look and see what...
Okay.
What is the headline of Wally's column?
Wow.
I don't know how tough this is.
Reconditioned offense needs more TD power.
And what's written on the piece of paper?
Same exact thing.
I don't believe you. Well, sure enough, it does.
Who wrote that? You wrote
Joe
that.
Franklin.
Michael, you wrote that?
Yeah, I wrote that a week ago. And came in and
look at the date on there.
I see the date. Huh.
14th.
Wow.
That is exactly a week ago.
Yeah.
Well, the problem, Michael, for this is that our listeners don't read, so they're going to struggle with this. But that's pretty amazing.
That is pretty powerful.
Wow. How do you do that?
I don't think you can. It's not going to be explained.
I mean, but what do you think though?
I don't know.
I have no idea. I'm blown away. Joe, is this some sort of ruse?
Voodoo.
I have no idea there.
What in the hell is going on? This man just wrote down the. Man, you must be in with Wally and
I don't know. Haven't you seen Back to the Future?
No, I hate that stupid movie. I don't like Michael J. Fox.
88 miles an hour, right?
Yeah.
Is it?
You've been going 88, haven't you?
Michael, look, I mean, and I want you to do some. I want you to do some of this stuff for us because we're running out of time in this segment. But I want to. How did you get started into this? That's pretty amazing. How did you get into this?
I went into Mr. Magic, which is a magic store in Little Rock. It's
Yeah.
actually the largest magic store in the country, and a lot of people don't know that we've got the largest magic store in the country right here in Little Rock. It's at Stagecoach and Baseline in West Little Rock.
All right.
And I walked into there and. I just found it by accident. I mean, Jim is the man that owns the place, doesn't do a lot of advertising, and I just happened to see the place. I went in, and he showed me a magic trick called the Incredible Traffic Light.
Yeah.
And when I saw that, I was totally amazed. And so I bought the trick to learn how to do it, and that got me addicted to magic.
I find, Michael, that a lot of people in that are magicians. That they're haters because I'm a big David Blaine fan, and I mean you always hear these people that hate on David Blaine. Do you hate on David Blaine?
No, absolutely not. No,
Okay.
and I mean, and Chris Angel is another guy that I really, really admire. I really like.
And it's about performing and making people happy, making people amazed,
yes.
right?
I mean, this is all about putting on an act and letting people enjoy this. And the more that people see magicians, the more they want to see other magicians.
Yeah.
So when one magician is successful, it doesn't take away from the success of his peers.
There you
It
go.
adds to it.
Don't be a hater.
And so, I mean, what Chris Angel has done for the Magic World,
Never heard of
for
him.
example, is that okay.
But go ahead.
Yeah, and David Blaine, too.
Yeah.
Those two guys, they've got their own TV shows, and so when they perform, it gets people interested in it. And there's so many times I'll be performing and someone will say, hey, I saw another magician do this. Can you do this trick?
Yeah.
And so it just makes people like the art even more.
Let me ask you this. Now, there's a quote, quote unquote, a magician that comes on this show.
Yeah.
And he picks horses.
Okay, yeah.
His name is Mark the Magician.
right.
Magic.
Is there any chance at all that you can make him disappear?
Is that, has he lost some money for you?
No, it's not that. I just hate him.
Right. Oh,
I mean,
okay.
Can you? Is there any way at all that you can just make him disappear? Like, Alakazam, Mark the Magician, be gone.
If he can pick the headlines on the newspaper
Right.
a week ahead of time, what about a week ahead of the Arkansas Derby?
Oh,
Yeah.
Needs Mark the Magician.
Yeah.
Right, that would be fantastic, and that would be totally unethical. I can't do that.
I don't care.
I didn't make any money by predicting the headline.
Well, you should have. Hey, Joe, pay the man. Hey, we'll be back in a minute. It's got Michael Wilkinson and the Arkansas Kid. You're in the zone, 103.7 The Buzz. It's magic.